Detroit, Michigan, home of the Lions, will be our location for what everyone is expecting to be a great one between Green Bay and Detroit. Let's take you now to Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth, who are getting set for the kickoff.
We won't have to worry about weather conditions as we get ready for the game. Hello, everyone. Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth here. We're thrilled to bring you this great NFL football rivalry. Chris, any thoughts?
I talked to both of these coaches earlier in the week, and the funny thing is, every time I come out of a conversation with one coach, I'm sure that team's going to win, and then I go talk to the other coach, and I'm sure that team's going to win. So I basically don't know what's going to happen today.
Drops back on first down. Passes on the move. Tackled at the 27. It's completed, but not a whole lot of yardage gained on the play.
Yeah, this is a defense that just has too much speed for plays like that. You have to loosen them up some with some deep attempts for the short passes underneath the work.
He's dropped for a loss. Tried the run, but there was nothing available.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
On the run, he throws it. Defender gets his hand on it. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on third down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
Gets it away cleanly. Moore fields it at the 35. He's dropped at about the 41, and that return should set this offense up nicely.
He did a good job there finding a seam and getting up the field. You know, a lot of people don't realize that being a punt returner or a kick returner is one of the toughest jobs in the NFL. There's a whole lot of things that could go wrong and only a few that can really go right.
And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football, but you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure.
They get a good 7 yards on that play, and that will bring up second down. Kitna is in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers split out wide. Gives to the back. He's brought down at about the 35-yard line. And that was just enough for the first down.
Yeah, he really didn't have an opportunity to break that one, but at least he was able to get enough for the first down and move the chains.
Makes the throw out to his right. Defense pushes him out of bounds at about the 21. And that one will go for a first.
And really top-notch quarterbacks know how to throw a football in there without leading his receiver into trouble. That was a great throw.
He didn't get back to the line. Tried to go off tackle, but the defense was waiting right there.
A lot of defensive coordinators really believe in trying to take away the inside gaps and force the back to bounce to the outside, believing that in this league, in this day and age, there's too much speed to really be effective going outside.
Third down now, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 22. The Packers line up with a quarter defense. There are 7 defensive backs on the field. He's running out of time. Makes the grab. He's finally dragged down, and now it will be first and goal. First and goal. Let's see if their play calling changes now that they're in the red zone for the first time. Hit and drop behind the line. What can they do to slow his pursuit down?
So many times it's up to that backside blocker to get his guy on the ground, and it sounds ugly, but typically those guys are chopping at their knees and trying to knock them off their feet, so there's some cutback lanes.
And a spectacular running play that goes the distance.
Good initial push that time by the guys on the offensive line, but he looked a little quicker than what I knew he was. That was a nice run.
The snap, set down, the kick is up, and now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Good distance on the kick. Williams from the 1. Hit and dropped at the 28-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we'll see if they can put something together after their last drive ended with a 3 and out. They'll go from the shotgun. He drops back. He throws it. This one won't find a target. Second down coming up after the incomplete pass. From their own 28-yard line. Rodgers is under center. Only one in the backfield this time. He drops back to pass. And it's caught. Brought down around the 45-yard line. They pick up solid yardage there.
And I love to watch this wide receiver work. He is so patient with his routes. He gets down low into his cuts, and he really understands what the defense is trying to do to take him away, and he is working them over.
Drops the sure pick. An excellent job by the defense of disrupting that last play.
And that was really on the wide receiver. Not much of a route, very little separation, and gave the defense a chance to make that play.
They go with the run. He took a shot at the 49-yard line. The halfback runs for 4 yards. From their own 49-yard line. The Packers come out in the shotgun. There are 3 receivers wide. He's looking to throw. Throws it. And he catches it. Excellent open field tackle. Nice job by the quarterback to hit the tight end for a decent gain.
You know, tight ends may not come up with those real explosive plays down the field all the time, but they sure are a nice target for the quarterback.
And they use motion. Back to pass. Fires it out. It's completed. And they get him at the 21-yard line. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did. And when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
He's under a heavy rush. And it's picked. Cuts back, and he's dropped. What an interception by the cornerback.
You know, some of these corners are just freakish athletes right now. Oftentimes, they're the best athletes on the field. Maybe they don't have the skill set, great hands, great moves, whatever, but they are definitely among the fastest in the NFL.
He gets out to about the 15-yard line. They get 2 yards. That brings up second down. They line up at the 15. Kitna comes to the line, 3-wide formation. Straight ahead with a fullback. Tackled around the 18-yard line. The fullback picks up about 3 yards on that carry. We've got a 3rd and 6. Ball on the 18-yard line. Kitna steps to the line of scrimmage. I formation behind him. Flips it out short. He's tackled at the 19. The defense was right there to bring him down just about as soon as he made the catch on that one.
Clever play that time defensively. It looked like he was going to be open quickly for the catch and the first down. They closed in, made the tackle, and that brings up 4th down.
Blackman fields it at the 38. It's a loose ball. Fisher recovers the loose ball. And a big change in momentum right there.
You know, Tom, I just get the feeling he was trying to make too much happen out there. Sometimes you just get the ball, get what you can, and get on the ground. You cannot afford to cough it up there.
Little handoff. He's brought down right around the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard, if anything, on the run. Second down now with 10 to go. Ball on the 43. The Lions come out showing 3 wide. Back to throw. He throws on the run. Brought down at the 47-yard line. A nice completion to the tight end.
I always thought tight ends were sort of like pacifiers for babies. You know, just about the time that you need a little security blanket, you know where to go.
Hitting it back to pass. Passes it. And it's completed. He's dropped at the 38. Strong, accurate throw leads to a pretty good gain.
Now, they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He's brought down at the 38. And the halfback has nowhere to go. 3rd down and a yard. Only one man back. They'll throw for the first. Throws it short, and he caught it. And he's out at the 43-yard line. Well behind the line, looks like a loss of 6.
Well, that gets a little embarrassing. Anytime you spend all week working on a play and it comes out like that, give the defense a little credit, but that was bad.
Harris will kick it away, and boy, did he get all of this. What a punt. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. Fakes to the back. This pass is incomplete. Jennings wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. From their own 20-yard line. Grant lines up as the single back. There are 3 receivers split out wide. He's under pressure. What an open field tackle. He was lucky to get that one off. He was under a lot of pressure in the pocket.
Good patience that time by the quarterback, just checking down to the underneath route, giving his guy a chance to make a play.
Green Bay motions left. He fakes it. And he goes down. Perfect time to send in the extra pass rusher on that play, Chris. They timed the blitz perfectly.
Effective blitzing can really destroy an offensive game plan because you're so used to having time to develop plays down the field. Now you come with a good blitz, and the quarterback just doesn't have time to get it off.
Moore takes it at the 36. Brought down right around the 44-yard line. What happened to the coverage there, Chris?
Oh, come on. They completely lost containment on that guy. I mean, you just can't let that happen. I'll be honest. They were really lucky they didn't give up a touchdown on that one.
Catch is made. And they get him around the 38-yard line. He was looking to the right the whole time, finding his man for a pretty good gain.
So many times in offenses now, we see them reading only one half of the field. That time he stayed off to his right side, went through the progressions, and found the open guy.
Hands it to the back, and he will lose yardage on the play. That cornerback just made this offense look bad.
One of the tough things about trying to get a cornerback blocked is how athletic those guys are. If you're a fullback or an offensive lineman or somebody out in front trying to make that block, it's just tough to get a hand on those guys. They're quick.
He's brought down at the 31. What happened there, Chris?
Well, they got caught in man-to-man coverage on that play, and I couldn't tell if the defender slipped a little bit or not. Maybe he just got beat on the play.
He looks to throw on first down. He threw off his back foot. He's dropped at the 23-yard line. And another connection that goes for good yardage.
And we really see the trust that is developing between this receiver and the quarterback. That if the quarterback has confidence that you're going to be where he thinks you're going to be, he will throw it to you more often than he'll throw it to somebody else.
Passes to his left. Defense pushes him out of bounds at the 25. Looks to be a loss of around 3 or so on the play.
I don't think they fooled anybody on the defense with that one. They were just sitting out there waiting for it, and that's a loss.
Kitna is looking to stay perfect on this drive. He's brought down around the 18-yard line. The defense just didn't match up well on that play.
Yeah, tough to match up one-on-one in man coverage against that wide receiver. He's pretty good.
They'll throw on first down. He throws right with the catch. Knocked out at the 11. They get 6 there.
Good vision shown by the quarterback on that play to find the open man. You could see him looking around, then checking it down late for a nice pickup.
He drops back. Dumps it out right. He's tackled around the 4-yard line. Campbell picks up about 7 on the play. The completion is also good for a first down.
Good discipline that time by the quarterback. You don't always have to throw the football down the field. If it's open, quickly short, just get the ball to the receiver and let him go to work.
They put everyone up on the line. Brought down at the 4. Maybe a yard on the run by the halfback. 4 yards will get them in for the score. Smith alone in the backfield. Drops back. Rifles it across the middle. Makes the catch. Touchdown. And so it's good for 6.
This quarterback has a tremendous understanding of what this defense is trying to do to him. He's simply moving defenders around with his eyes and finding the open guy. He is really playing beautiful football right now.
Kick is up, and the point after is good. And here's your drive summary for that last series. Here's the kick. From his own goal line. Drop at the 30. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. He fakes it. There for the reception. He's brought down at the 44-yard line. Nice pass play.
It really was in the 80s that we first started seeing offenses throwing the ball to the fullback. You know, for so many years, those guys were just big blockers.
Setting up play action. And the pass falls incomplete. Driver was the intended receiver on the play, and it falls incomplete. Rodgers with the give. Brought down behind the line. No one picked up the linebacker, and it cost them.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
He dropped it. Jones was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete. It's 4th down. The Packers are lining up to punt this one away. Gets it away cleanly. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 38. On their last drive, they had success with their passing game. We'll see if they go back to the aerial attack as the offense heads onto the field. Detroit sets up in the eye. Feeds it to the back. And he's drilled at the 40. Smith comes away with 2 yards on the carry.
Not very often in a game does a defender get a clean shot like that on a running back. Typically, the running back didn't see it coming to take that kind of a shot.
Here's the give. He's tackled at about the 45-yard line. Gain of 6 yards on the draw play. Green Bay lines up with 5 defensive backs. Throws on the run. He's dropped at about the 49-yard line. Chris, they'd love to run that play.
Yeah, that's one, if you study this team on tape, you're going to see them go to that in the clutch, and it worked again.
Smith gets it on the inside. He's brought down at the 47-yard line. Smith gets around 3 on that halfback draw.
And, Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
They'll keep it on the ground again. He fights forward to about the 46. He gains a couple of yards on the carry. So another 3rd down upcoming for the offense. 2 tight end set. Passes the ball. Bigby catches it. Interception. Nice pick for the safety.
You could see the quarterback that time trying to look the safety off, but this safety is simply too smart. He was having none of it and jumped in front to make the interception.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. The Packers line up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers are split out. He throws left. Brings this one in. Makes a cut. And he will be hit and dropped. That pass is good for a 1st down.
And he had some zip on that one, didn't he? He reared back and threw that one about as hard as he could.
They'll work from the shotgun. Rodgers drops back to pass. No, he drops it. Jennings wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. They line up with 1 running back in the backfield, 3 wide. He drops back. Gets the throw away. And he dropped him in the open field. A good play to the tight end that time.
And tight ends are so big that as coverage people, it's tough to figure out how to defend them. If you're on their left side, they throw it to their right side. If you're behind them, they throw it in front. Tight ends are tough to cover.
Makes the reception. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Looks like about a loss of 3 on that one.
Boy, that's just great anticipation by the defense there. They saw that play coming and were all over it.
Grant, the ball carrier. He's tackled right around the 44-yard line. That's a 1-yard pickup.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Jackson lines up as the single back. Rifles it right. He's there for the catch. Great open field tackle. They complete the pass on 3rd and long, but they'll end up short of the marker.
You can see the confidence level of this defense. They know they can make open field tackles, and that's probably one of the great lost arts in the game. The ability to make the tackle in the open field and stop them short of the first down. Good play defensively there.
Kicks it off. Fielded at the 4. Won't be stopped. Hit and dropped at the 33. Quarterback threw a pick on their last drive. Let's see if he's able to shake it off from their own 33-yard line. The Lions line up with an offset eye backfield. Hitting it will hand it off. Tackled at the 33-yard line. So at the most, he gains a few inches.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
And he just couldn't get it going after making the catch.
Nope, and sometimes as a receiver, the quarterback will make the wrong read and throw it to you anyway, and you give him that look going back to the huddle. You know that look?
Goes through his read. Throws while on the run. It's tipped away. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up 4th down.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
Gets it away cleanly. Blackman fields it at the 22. The defender gets him to the ground. The last time they took the field, they were able to come away with 3 points. They'll set up shop at the 27. 1st down now and 10 to go. Gives to the back. Dropped behind the line. He couldn't get anywhere on that one.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
On the delay. Brought down around the 26-yard line. Nowhere to go on the delay. 3rd down now, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 26. He needs to get rid of it. Oh, and he dropped it. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And those are the kind of big 3rd down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
Gets the punt away. Moore takes it at the 32. He's dropped at the 44-yard line. They gave up way too many yards on the return there, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, without a doubt. As part of the coverage team now, you've got to free yourself from that blocker as quickly as possible. And if you can't do that, you're going to give up some big returns.
He's brought down around the 48-yard line. The misdirection play gets them 4 yards. The Packers line up with a nickelback. Again with the run. Brought down at the 45. That was a strong run to pick up the first.
Boy, anytime this back gets a chance to see things develop in front of him and get a little momentum going, he is so effective. That time the lane was there, he shot right through there and picked up a big 1st down.
He's dropped at the 41-yard line. Smith gains around 3 yards on the run. 2nd and 7. Ball on the 41. Detroit comes out with 2 tight ends. And he makes it out to about the 41-yard line. He got what he could, and it wasn't much.
Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really puts some pressure on this group up front.
Moves up in the pocket. He breaks the tackle. The pass rush gets there, and he's down. They're going to have to figure out a way to block him, or he's going to keep getting back there.
You know, I couldn't agree more. This is one of those guys that's sneaky fast. Even when I watch him on tape, he looks fast and he looks talented, but then you see him in person, and all of a sudden he's turning that corner so much faster. I think the same thing's happened to this offensive line. They weren't ready for this.
They'll give it off here, and they get him right around the 18-yard line. 1-yard gain on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down and 9 to go. Grant lines up as the single back. Pause. He gets to about the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 8.
You know you have a pretty special player at the running back position when, despite the fact that they're run blitzing him now, he can still get out of there and still come up with a nice gain.
Driver was the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in. It's 4th down. The Packers lining up to punt. Punts it. Moore takes it at the 33, and there's 2 minutes remaining in the half. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. The Lions set up in the gun. Back to pass. Short throw to the right. Makes the catch. Knocked out of bounds around the 37-yard line. And the defense just ate that one up, Chris.
Yeah, you're not going to fool this defense on plays like that very much. At least he got the ball out of there, though.
The offense lines this one up in shotgun. 3 wide receivers in the formation. Looks to pass. Looking for a receiver. Comes down with it. He's brought down at about the 37-yard line. He just couldn't make anything happen after bringing that one in.
And that play is really all about the closing speed on defense. They'll let you have the completion, but then they close quickly and make the play.
What a brutal hit. Hitting it, couldn't get rid of that one in time, and the pressure got to him. It's 4th down. Looks like they're going to put it away here. Gets it away cleanly. Blackman fields it at the 27. Tackled right around the 30-yard line. He really didn't have any room to work on that punt return.
Yeah, that certainly wasn't one of his best efforts there. Maybe if he would have gotten a little more help from his blockers, he could have broken one out of there. You know, sometimes it just takes one good block to create a seam to get one up the field.
They pick up several yards there on the pass.
And that fake really was the difference. Not only did the quarterback sell it, the running back sold it, the offensive line did, and the receiver was open for a nice play.
They'll throw on 1st down. Short throw to the left. Knocked out of bounds at the 50. A 5-yard gain.
He'll take plays like that all day long.
They line up at the 50. Detroit comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. He drops back. Looks for a man open. Pass completed. And he's knocked out at the 42. So they'll pick up a 1st down there on the 7-yard completion.
Uh-oh, look out. This quarterback's getting hot. He hasn't missed yet on this drive.
Green Bay comes out with 5 receivers. He looks to throw on 1st down. They picked it off. And that one will now make 2 interceptions he's thrown in this first half.
Not exactly the way he was hoping to start this football game, but plenty of time still remains. He can get himself right back on track.
Back to throw. Here's the pass. Williams dropped the wide open pass. Williams wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. Offset I formation in the backfield. He fakes it. Is there for the catch. He's brought down right around the 38-yard line. The quarterback did a good job of recognizing the coverage and finding the open man.
As a receiver, when you go against a zone defense, it's much more about recognition and knowing where the holes in that zone defense are. That time the receiver executed perfectly and found the open spot.
Not too bad a pass there.
Not too bad at all. And sometimes those little touch throws are actually more difficult than the bullet passes. Kind of hard to come up with the timing to hit the receiver right in stride, but that was well thrown.
First down, looking to throw. Dumps it out right. Brought down at the 27-yard line. Not much there. They'll face second down and 10. Ball on the 27. The Lions line up in the gun. 3 wide receivers are split out. Not much time to throw. And the fullback is wide open out there. Nice pass for the quarterback on that one with the defense bearing down on it.
Only gained about 4 yards on that play, but sometimes as an offense, as long as it's not a negative play, it's a positive play.
He's looking to throw. Throws it short. Brings it in. He's dropped right around the 20-yard line. Still not quite enough, however. They'll still be facing 4th down. Off the upright and good. And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. And here's the kick. Williams fields it at the 2. That was a great hit. He wasn't getting away from that one. They'll start this drive at the 26-yard line. First down now and 10 to go. Gets the pass off. Completed. He's brought down at the 44-yard line. And we've come to halftime here. The score is 17-3. Nice kick, plenty of distance. At the 30, dropped at the 34-yard line. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. They line up in the jumbo set. They hand it off. Brought down at the 38. That's a 3-yard gain.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
Pitch out. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The offense had a tough time picking up all their blocks on that play.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want, but ultimately this game comes down to one big man against another big man, and that time the defense's big men, they won the battle.
The Packers have everyone on the line. Looks like they're coming after this one. Here's the kick. He got some distance on it. He'll take it from the 18. And they get him at about the 31. And that was a nice little punt return there.
Wow, I thought he was gone for a second. They did a good job getting to him, at least preventing the touchdown. Of course, they wouldn't have to chase him down like that if they'd have done a better job covering the punt.
Play action. There for the catch. Defense pushes him out of bounds at the 35. Just about 3 on the pass. So that'll make it second down. Lining up with 3 wide. Back to throw. On the run, he throws it. It's incomplete. The quarterback put that one too far out in front of his receiver, and he couldn't stay inbound.
He tried to make a safe throw there, but the receiver was open. It didn't have to be quite that cautious and just let him out of bounds.
And it's caught wide open. And that one was completed for a solid gain.
Solid gain, yes, but no first down on that play. So now it's going to bring up a decision on the part of the offense. Defensively, I think they executed that one exactly the way they wanted to.
They down it at the 2-yard line. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. Hands it to the back. Tackled at the 4. They get 3 yards on the play.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
Throws off his back foot. He's tackled around the 5-yard line. He was barely able to get rid of that one.
Wow, that's aggressive play calling there defensively to come after them in the blitz. You're creating some man-to-man coverage situations. Sometimes you make a mistake there and it goes 95 yards the other way.
They just couldn't get to the quarterback in time.
It's one of the dangers. You bring those extra defenders trying to get after the quarterback, and you're going to leave some man coverage on the outside. That time the quarterback able to take advantage.
He's under a heavy rush. Falls incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete. Second down now with 10 to go. Ball on the 21. The backfield is in the offset I formation. On play action, gets the pass away. Collins has the interception. What a shot! And the safety made a really nice play on the ball to grab that interception.
You know, this safety is known for his big hits, but that time it was his soft hands that made the difference.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 32. Green Bay sets up in the I. Pause. Knocked out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Pitched it outside, picked up enough to convert for the first.
That's a pretty play, isn't it? Anytime you get that pitch to the outside, the running back catches it in stride. He finds a nice hole, pick up the first down. Always like watching that play.
Grant gets 3 yards on the play. They line up at the 14. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. All kinds of pressure. Tackled at the 7. It's complete for about 7 yards and a first down.
Very nice start to the drive. 3 first downs and a pretty ball thrown that time by the quarterback.
Green Bay sets up in the I. Drops back to pass. He throws right. Pass is complete. Lee made the catch for a gain of 6. Second and goal situation now. About a yard to pay dirt. On the ground with a tailback. He's in for the score.
Now we're down to just a one-possession game, and things will get interesting from here.
Lining up for the point after. Point after is good. Here's a quick look at the drive summary. Kicks it off. He'll return it from the 4-yard line. Brought down at the 27. On his last drive, the quarterback completed a pass, but to the other team. Throwing another one could be disastrous to this offense. Out of the I formation. Here's the give. He doesn't get back to the line. The defense just ate up that play.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
They'll give it off here. He didn't get back to the line. Well, they wind up in reverse that time. Good push by the defense.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
Looks to pass. Short throw to the left. He's brought down at the 30. And for as good of a catch as that was, this offense now has to deal with a 4th down. Blackman back to return it. Punts it, and he got a good one here. Blackman takes it at the 25. He's tackled at the 33. The offense lines up and is looking to score again after a successful trip to the end zone on their last drive. Rodgers is in the gun. 4 wide receivers this time. Hands it off. Tackled at about the 35-yard line. Grant gets 3 yards on the carry. 2nd and 7 situation here. Ball on the 36. Green Bay is going with the offset eye backfield. On play action, dumps it out right. He's dropped at the 47-yard line. Pretty good gain right there.
You have so many people on this offense that you have to account for. The tight ends, the wide receivers, the running backs, even the quarterbacks. And now they're throwing to the fullback. That's almost not fair.
He fakes it. Gets the pass away. And they get him at the 36-yard line. He put something extra on that throw, and it'll keep the chains moving.
And that's really what it takes sometimes, because defenders are so quick out there. If you don't put a little extra pop on it, they can get there.
Grant, the ball carrier. And he will lose yardage on the play. And they were not able to get much there.
And so many times you hear offensive coordinators criticized because they don't try to run the football enough. Well, when you get stuffed in the backfield like that, you understand why they would rather call the pass play.
Makes the short throw. Tackled around the 31-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain.
Nice play there. It's only 7 yards, but that's the kind of underneath throw that eventually opens up some throws down the field.
Rodgers back to pass. He's been perfect on this drive. Makes the grab. He's dropped for a loss. Despite the great effort, it will still bring up 4th. 4th down. The Packers line up to punt. Bryant is set back, ready to punt. He'll probably try to pooch this one into the corner. Gets it away cleanly. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Not much you can do on the return team there.
Great kick and even better coverage. Boy, it sure makes winning the field position battle a lot easier when you have special teamers like this.
He's tackled at the 21. They get a good 7 yards on that play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll need about 3 yards here on 2nd down. Smith lines up as the deep back, I formation. Kitna drops back. The defense has him surrounded. He's brought down at the 30. That one worked pretty well.
It sure did, and I wish all our fans could see what's happening down the field on all our television broadcasts, because so much of the game now is won and lost in the secondary.
Just clanked right off his hands. And it's batted away at the last minute by the defender.
Just when it looked like the quarterback might sneak that one in there, a late pass defense and a good play.
The Lions motion to the right side. Smith on the give. And he makes it out to about the 31-yard line. The counter play is good for about a yard. 3rd and 9 coming up. Ball on the 31. The Lions come out showing 3 wide. Looks to pass. Defense is getting pressure. And it's caught. Tackled at the 49-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch with the wideout.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
It looked as if the offensive line just collapsed on that play.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat them off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence, and if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
And he catches it. And he's decleated at the 49-yard line. Now this will bring up a pretty difficult 3rd down for the offense.
And this is when it's tough to play offense. When it's 3rd down in medium to long situation, generally you're going to face a blitz situation, and your quarterback is now going to be under pressure and probably take a hit.
And that flag was thrown in the area of holding.
Let's go. Let's dominate.
Holding. Offense. The penalty is declined.
So it's 4th down. The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Harris kicks it away, and did he ever get a hold of this one? The ball will go into the end zone for a touchback. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt. They motion to the left. He's hammered in the backfield. The offensive line didn't get much of a push on that play, and the runner was stuffed.
Well, that's what happens when defensively you get every gap covered. There is simply nowhere to go with the football. No chance for the running back that time.
Defense closing in, and the pass is knocked away. What an effort out there. He just got his hands in there and broke it up.
I love watching the closing speed of this defense. When they see the ball, they go get it.
Setting up play action. Oh, and they got him. He hasn't had much of a problem finding the quarterback in this one, and that couldn't have come at a better time. It will now be 4th down. The Packers are lining up to punt this one away. Ryan is the punter. Ryan punts it, and he really got a leg into this one. Moore fields it at the 41. And he's hammered at the 39-yard line. And that was a pretty nice return there, Chris.
He was just a couple of steps away from breaking that one all the way. This coverage team better start stepping up, or he's going to take one in for 6.
Smith gets the call. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Smith gets 6 yards on the play. They line up at the 32. The Lions line up with an offset eye backfield. He's looking to throw. Strong throw. He's dropped right around the 16-yard line. That's a 1st down right there. Might want to play them a little tighter, maybe even go to man cover.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to play a zone coverage against this quarterback. He does a great job in recognition, and that time you could see him move the zone defense just a little with his eyes before he threw it in there.
Detroit lines up in a double tight set. Detroit sends a man in motion. With the misdirection, he lost yardage on the play. He was caught with nowhere to go.
This is a pretty good running back, and if you can hem him up like that, pretty impressive.
They'll bring him the dime, looking for the pass. Again with the carry. It'll be 1st and goal. They need to come up with a better game plan to stop this guy.
Yeah, you're not kidding. They can't keep giving up those big chunks of yardage like that. They do, it's going to be awfully tough to stop this offense.
They're going to pitch it. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Not what they were looking for on that play call.
You know, for a running back, there comes a point in time where you say, all right, this play is not working. Let me just get as much as I can and try to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Smith takes the handoff. Tackled at the 9. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3.
That was a big shot right there. You talk about getting your bell rung. That was the Liberty Bell ringing that time.
Hitting it, gives it left. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That was a big-time play by a big-time athlete.
If you want to be considered one of the top cornerbacks in the National Football League, everybody has to be able to cover. But the top guys can not only cover, but come up and make big hits like that. Tremendous play.
It's good. Not much doubt as he puts that one right through the upright. Kicks this one deep. Dropped at the 28-yard line. They were forced to punt on their last drive. The offense will take over at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Nice play fake. Throws it short. And he's out of bounds, incomplete. He couldn't get 2 feet in on that.
Well, that's something receivers work on all the time, dragging that back toe, just unable to do it that time.
There's a play fake. Looking for a receiver. It's completed. And they get him at the 40. And a pretty smart play call right there.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
He fights forward to about the 43. The old counter gets them 2, maybe 3 yards. The Packers with 4 receivers. He drops back to pass. Throws it out. And it's completed. He's tackled at the 41-yard line. This quarterback definitely has some confidence in his arm.
Yeah, when you have an arm like that, you'd have confidence too. This guy thinks he can get it into anywhere.
Here's the give. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. Gain of 4. That brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Ball on the 36-yard line. The Lions line up with a nickelback. He drops back. Surveys the field. He throws left. Sims has the pick. Great catch by the linebacker. Not a smart throw from the quarterback.
You know, it's hard to believe that you can lose a guy that big, but sometimes those linebackers dropping underneath in coverage, quarterbacks just don't see him, and he threw it right to him.
Kitna gives it up the middle. He gets to about the 47-yard line. Smith gains 8 yards on that play. 2 yards away here on 2nd down. Smith lines up as the deep back, I formation. He's looking to throw. He needs to get the pass off. And he caught it. Tackled around the 40-yard line. That was a decent gain there on the pass.
Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever. He hit that back foot, planted, threw the ball, knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Kitna sends a man in motion. He drops back. Rifles it to the left. To the 10. He gets in for 6. The defense can't keep him out of the end zone. That was his 2nd touchdown of the contest.
I really like to watch this receiver work in the end zone. He doesn't lose his patience. He runs the route, he keeps his focus, and he makes plays. He is top in the red zone.
Up and good. And over 6 minutes still left in the 4th quarter. With the score, the Lions 27, the Packers 10. And here's the kick. Williams from the 2. They get him at the 28-yard line. It'll be interesting to see how this quarterback reacts after throwing an interception on his last drive. They'll get the ball here at the 28-yard line. They'll work the right side. He didn't get back to the line. Nice stop on that play.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
Back to pass. He's under pressure. Had his hands on it and dropped it. Jennings was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete. Rodgers lines up in the shotgun. He drops back to pass. Throws to his right. Bodden picks it off. Brought down right around the 30-yard line. So they come up with another interception.
This is about the time where the quarterback comes walking off the field and one of his own defensive players will look at him and go, you want to try and throw one to our guys for once?
First and 10. Smith lines up as the deep back, I formation. Back to throw. Gets the pass out. And it's tipped away. The defender got there in time to break that play up.
He did. He was able to get his hands on the ball, but if he had missed that one might have turned into a really big play.
Little handoff. And they get him about the 27-yard line. Smith gets 3 yards on the play. Offense with 3rd down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 28-yard line. It's the tailback. And it looks short from up here. They get around 5 yards from the halfback. So the kicking team is on the field to try for 3 points. They'll be looking at a 39-yard try. Hits the upright, and it bounced the wrong way. I'd like to see him get another chance in this game. That wasn't his best effort. So the score will remain the Lions 27, the Packers 10. There are 3 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He's brought down around the 32-yard line. Grant gains around 3 yards on the draw play. 2nd and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 32-yard line. Drops back to pass. Gets it off. Drops the easy pick. Jones was his intended target on that one, but they can't complete the pass. Rodgers lines up in the gun. He has 3 receivers in the formation. Here's the throw. Almost intercepted. And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
It's away, and it's a booming punt. Moore fields it at the 22. Hit hard at the 37. It looked for a moment that he might take that one all the way back.
Boy, that was a close one for the coverage team. They were able to wrap him up before he broke it open, but he is on the brink. This coverage team is going to have to start playing with a little more intensity, a little more heart, or they're going to give up a big one.
Smith comes away with 5 yards on the carry. It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on the 42-yard line. The defense come out with 5 defensive backs this time. Fakes to the back. Scrambles. Catch is made. He gets knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Smith gains 6 yards on the play, and with that, they'll come away with a 1st down.
Picked up about 6 yards there for the 1st down, and that's a quarterback and a receiver really understanding the defense. They saw what the defense was giving them, and they simply took it.
Disappointing loss there for the offense.
Yeah, it really just throws you off rhythm to have a play that gains nothing. You know, you're going to get something, 2, 3, 4 yards, and it keeps you in that rhythm. But when a defense makes a play like that, it really throws your offense off.
From their own 48-yard line. The defense is in the nickel. Little handoff. He's tackled at the 49-yard line. So they tried to push it ahead, but the defense stopped them short of the 1st down.
Looked like one of those old-fashioned rugby scrums there. A lot of big bodies piled together and nowhere for the running back to go.
Gets the punt away. They down it at the 3. He did everything that was asked of him on that punt.
Yeah, that was a great job. He kept it in the field of play. It was downed inside his opponent's territory. All the return man really could do in that situation is just get out of the way.
Drops back on 1st down. Throws it short with the catch. Brought down at the 11. Pretty nice throw on that play.
And a pretty good catch on the other end, too. That's one of those plays that's quickly becoming one of the staples in this offensive passing attack.
Looks to pass. Rifles this one out to the right. He's brought down around the 17-yard line. Lee gains around 7 yards with the catch, and that's good for a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback in that situation. He saw the blitz coming, simply got the football out of there, and picked up the 1st down.
He throws it. It's dropped. Lee wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. They line up at the 17. Nickelback is in on this play. He needs to get rid of it. And he's dragged down for the sack. And that was a huge rush he was facing.
I'm not sure there was much he could do there. I'm not even sure he saw those guys coming. I tell you what, though, if they don't start doing a better job protecting up front, it's going to be a long day for this quarterback.
Goes through his read. In and out of his hand. And the hit knocked the ball out on that play.
That's just a big hit right there. No way the receiver could hold on to that one.
Moore is the return man. Gets it away cleanly. Moore takes it at the 45. He's tackled right around the 42-yard line. That guy just showed off some pretty good skills on that return.
I thought for sure he was taking that one back to the house. You know, anytime you get a guy with that kind of skill level in the open field with a little room to run, good things are going to happen.
Gets the ball away. Interception. Fumble. The lineman scoops it up. The defense looks like they're running a pick drill out there.
And I think you said that well, because this has been a team defense. They've been getting pressure, good coverage in the secondary, and this quarterback is struggling.
Smith gets the carry. And they get him around the 37-yard line. 3-yard gain by the running back.
Man, oh man, that's what those defensive guys live for right there. A shot like that. And then they always get up and have a little something to say to you as you're going back to the huddle.
He'll get the call again. Tackled at about the 35-yard line. Smith picks up a yard on the play. 3rd and 6. Ball on the 36. The Lions come out with the offset eye. Kitna hands it off straight ahead. Gains his way to the 26-yard line. He just gave his team a huge lift with that carry.
That's just getting it done. You can credit the offensive line all you want, but when you get it back in that 3rd down situation that's able to break off a big one like that, what a lift it gives your football team.
He's tackled at the 20-yard line. 6-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down now. The offense needs about 4 for the first. Smith on the give. And he makes it out to about the 17-yard line. The back gets 3 on the carry. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. On the ground, right side. Brought down at the 14. That'll keep the chains moving. 3rd
down conversion's always so important in a football game. But when you can convert on 3rd down on the ground, it just is a little bit extra special.
He gets out to about the 12-yard line. 1-yard gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Goal line only a dozen yards away now. They're packed in tight on the line. Smith takes the handoff. Tackled around the 9-yard line. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3. They'll set up, needing 8 for the score. The defense come out with 5 defensive backs this time. Play action. He's dragged down on the play. And this one-sided affair will come to a close. Our score, the Lions 27, the Packers 10.